Peter Hugh Munro was a Scottish writer who wrote short stories and a novel under the name Saki. Munro's own experiments and being raised by strict odds led him to feature such characters in many of his stories, including the lumber room. The chairman was to be Jesus as a special friend to the saint at the Jack Walk. Nicholas was not the party. He was in disgrace. Only that morning he had refused to eat his house of bread and milk on the seemingly frivolous ground that there was a frog in it. Older and wiser people had told him that there could not be a possibility of frog in his bread and milk, that he was not to talk nonsense. He continued, nevertheless, to talk what seemed detail the correlation. The barking of the English frog, the correlations and barkings of the English frog. The dramatic part of the incident was that there was really a frog in Nicholas' basin of bread and milk. He had put it there himself, so he felt entitled to know something about it. It was her habit, however, one of the children fell from grace to improvise something of a festival nature, for which the offender would be rigorously deported if all the children sing collectively. Now they are suddenly informed of a circus in a neighboring town, a circus of inferior merit, and a counted elephant, to wit. But for very depravity, they would have been taken that very day. A few distant tears relieved from the part of Nicholas when the moment for the departure of the expedition arrived. As a matter of fact, however, all the crying was done by his girl cousin, whose grave hurried rather painfully against the stem of her cabbage as she was scrambling in. How does she not know? Said Nicholas cheerfully, as part of the dog off without any election of spirits that could have catalyzed. She'll soon get over that, said the scientist that it would be a glorious afternoon for racing about however beautiful said, how they will enjoy themselves. Bobby would enjoy himself much, and he would race much either, said Nicholas with him chuckled. His mood of holding him. They are too tired. Why didn't he tell me they were hurt? I asked the aunt with some asperity. He told you twice, but you won't listen. You often don't listen when you tell important things. You are not going to the gooseberry garden, said the aunt, changing the subject. Why not? Demanded Nicholas. Because you are in disgrace, said the aunt loftily. Nicholas did not admit the floridness of the reasoning. He felt uncomfortable being in disgrace and in Gooseberry's garden at the same moment. His face took on an expression of considerable obstinacy. His experience is odd that he was determined to get into the Gooseberry garden, only as she remarked to herself, because I have told him he is not to. Bobby would enjoy himself much, as he would real much either, said Nicholas with grim chuckle. His boots are hurting him. They are too tight. Why didn't he tell me what they are hurting? Asked the aunt in some anxiety. Now you tried, but you were listening. You don't often listen to when we tell you important things. You are not going to the gooseberry garden, said the aunt, changing the subject. Why not? Demanded Nicholas. Because you're in a disgrace, said the aunt loftily. Nicholas did not admit the folliness of the reasoning. He felt perfectly capable of being in a disgrace and a gooseberry garden at the same moment. His face took on an expression of considerate awesomeness. It was clear to him all that he was desperate to get into the gooseberry garden, only as he remarked to himself, because I have told him not to do. Now the gooseberry garden had two doors by which it may be entered, and was a small person like a Nicholas could slip in there, and he could effectually disappear from the view amid basket growth of artichokes, raspberry cake, and fruit bushes. The art had many other things too in trivial gardening operation among flower, mats, and shrubberies, where she could keep a watchful eye on the two doors that led to the forbidden paradise. She was a woman of a few ideas, with immense power of concentration. Nicholas made one or two sorties into the front garden, wriggling his way with obvious stealth, of purpose towards one or another of the doors, but never able to a moment that evade the earth watchful eye. As a matter of fact, he had no intention of trying to get the gooseberry garden, but it was extremely convenient for him that his aunt should believe that he said. It was a belief that could keep on her self-imposed sentry duty for a greater part of the afternoon. Having thoroughly confirmed and forbidden her suspicion, Nicholas slid back into the house and rapidly put execution a plan of action had long anticipated his brain. By standing in the chair of the library, the watch could reach a shelf and reposed a fat, important-looking key. The key was as important as its look. The instrument came up the misery of the library, scared from the unsanctioned institution, which opened a way only for heirs and such trivial persons. Nicholas had not much experience of the art of fitting keys into keyholes, turning locks, but some day after the class he had practiced with the key of schoolroom door. He did not believe it trusting too much to lock an accident. The key turned swiftly in the lock. When it turned, the door opened. The Nicholas was in unknown land. Open and Nicholas in the unknown compared with the gooseberry garden was a still delight and a mere material pleasure. Often and Nicholas had pictured to himself what the lumber room might be like there. The rigid iron was so carefully sealed with youthful eye, and concerning which no question was ever asked. It came up to wait, his expectations. It came up to expectation. In the first place, it was large and deeply lit, on a high window, opening to the forbidden garden, being its only source of illumination. In the second place, it was a storehouse of unimagined treasure. The art by nature was drawn to people who think that dies by the way of preserving them. Such parts of the house as Nicholas knew best were rather bare and cheerless, but here are wonderful things for the eye to feast on. First and foremost, there was a piece of cream spring that was evidently meant to be a fire spring. To Nicholas, it was a living, breathing story. He sat down on the raw Indian hanging, glowing in wonderful colors beneath a layer of dust. It all in detail and the textbook picture. A man dressed in the hunting costume of the remote period had transfixed a stag with an arrow. It could not have been difficult shot because the stag was only 1 or 2 paces away from it. In the quickly growing vegetation that the picture suggested would have not been difficult to keep up a falling state, and the two morning dog that were looking forward to run in the chase has eventually been trained to keep the heel of the arrow was discharged. That part of the picture was simple, but if interesting. But the husband see what Nicholas saw that the 4 galloping wolves were coming in his direction through the woods. There might be more than 4 of them hidden behind the trees. In case of there be the man and his dog, be able to cope with the 4 wolves, and they might make the attack. With the man only 2 arrows left in his quiver, he might miss one or both of them. All he knew about his skills is shooting, what he could hit a large stars and ridiculously short range. Nicholas sat for many golden minutes, revolving the possibility of success. He was inclined to think that there were more than 4 wolves, that the man and his dog were tied in corner, but were claiming other objects of delight and insisted claiming his instant attention. There were quite twisted candlesticks in the shape of snakes, a teapot fashioned like a china duck, out of whose opened the tea was a pointed cup, held shapeless. The necessary teapot seemed in comparison, and with a carving sandalwood bowl, packed tight with aromatic cotton wool, and between the layer of cotton wool there were little brass figures, hung-necked boots handle. Less promising in appearance, there was a large square book with black cover. Nicholas peeked into it, and behold, it was full of colored pictures of birds, such birds. In the garden, the lace we wait for one. Nicholas came across a few birds, which of the largest were occasionally backing a wood picture. Here were the hares and mustard kites, toucans, tiger bitten, brush turkey, ibises, golden pheasants, a whole portrait gallery of a dream of creatures, and was aspired by the calling of the Mandarin duck and reciting a light history to it. The voice of his own in fearful correction of his name came from the gooseberry garden without. She had grown suspect at his long disappearance, and had leaped to the conclusion that he had climbed over the wall behind the shattering screen of lilac bushes. She was now engaged in a genetic and rather hopeless insert him above the architect and raspberry cane. Nicholas, she screamed, you all come out of this one. Not try to use the hide there. I can see you all the time. It was probably the first time for 30 years anyone had spied in the lumber room. Presently angry reputation of Nicholas' name was dragged and cried for somebody to come quickly. Nicholas shut the book. His thought carefully to his place in a corner of newspaper over it. Then he crept from the newspaper over it. Then he crept from the room, locked the door, and replaced the key. exactly where he had found it. His aunt was still calling it sorted in the front garden. Who's calling? He asked. Me, came the answer from the other side of the wall. Did you hear me? I've been looking for you in the gooseberry garden. I slipped into the rainwater tank. Luckily, there's no water in it, but the side is slippery. I can't get out. Fetch the little holder from the cherry tree. I was told I wasn't go to the gooseberry garden, Nicholas said promptly. I told you not to, and now I tell you that you will. Get the voice from the rainwater tank, right? It's rather impatiently. Your voice doesn't sound like odd. Honestly, Nicholas, you might be the evil one tempting to me to be disobedient. Odd often tells me that the evil one that I always yell. This time I'm not going to yell. Don't talk nonsense, said the prisoner in the tank. Go and fetch the larger. There will be strawberry jam for tea, as Nicholas ate anxiously. Certainly there will be, said the aunt very resolved that Nicholas should have done of it. Now I know that you're evil one and not aunt, shouted Nicholas gleefully. We asked an aunt for strawberry jam yesterday. She said there wasn't any. Now I know there are 4 jars of it in the course, and you know it isn't there. But she doesn't, because she said there wasn't any. Oh, therefore she was so yourself. There was an unusual sense of luxury being able to talk to the aunt as though one was talking to the evil one. But Nicholas knew with his child discovered that luxury would not be overindulged in. He walked noisily away, and there was a kitchen maid in search of parsley, who eventually rescued the eggs from the rainwater tank. Until that evening was partaken in fearsome silence. The child had been hiding when the children had arrived just and cold. There was no sense of layoff, a circumstance that the aunt had overlooked the head of organizing her party expedition. The tiniest of Bobby boots had his statues in sight on his temple the whole afternoon altogether, and the children could not have said to enjoy themselves. Aunt maintained the frozen bodies of what was suffered undignified and momentary detention in rainwater tank for 35 minutes. As for Nicholas, he went too, was silent in the absorption. One of two his too much around. It was just possible. He considered that the husband would escape with health, would visit on the stricken staff.